Hi guys, so we got the first press conference from the new Prime Minister Keir Starmer, and he came out swinging. So one of the first things the PM did was to scrap the Rwanda scheme. Now he had criticised it before and during the election campaign, so it was good to see him say it's gone. It was of course deeply unpopular outside anyone who still supports Suella Braverman. He said that it was dead and buried even before it began. However, he had some other comments to make which are a bit concerning.
Look, the Rwanda scheme was dead and buried before it started. It's never been a deterrent. Look at the numbers that have come over in the first 6 and a bit months of this year. They're record numbers. That is the problem that we are inheriting. It has never acted as a deterrent, almost the opposite, because everybody has worked out, particularly the gangs that run this, that the chance of ever going to Rwanda was so slim, less than 1%. That it was never a deterrent. The chances were of not going and not being processed and staying here, therefore, in paid-for accommodation for a very, very long time. It's had the complete opposite effect. And I'm not prepared to continue with gimmicks that don't act as a deterrent.
Okay, so this is good. It's gone. It was a waste of money. It was a gimmick. You know, you even had the former Home Secretary, James Cleverly, who called it batshit. So it was not popular within the Conservative Party, within the government. It was something left over from the time of Suella Braverman and Priti Patel, and it seemed that Rishi Sunak at the time believed he could use it to, I don't know, to hold on to power or something. Waste of money, waste of time, waste of effort. Now, it's good that it's gone. That's great. But my problem here is some of the language he used. Deterrent. Deterrent against whom? A deterrent against what? Because if he's talking about the smuggling gangs, well, the best deterrent against them is safe routes. Create a safe passage for people to arrive and claim asylum. That would be the best deterrent of all time. But I'm concerned about some of the language he uses. It's about deterrent. Is it about the gangs, or is it a deterrent towards asylum seekers? Because asylum seekers should not be deterred because they should be allowed to arrive and make a claim. Now, we know that Labour are going to take over, or are taking over, an absolute disaster. There are hundreds of thousands of people in the queue. They haven't had their claims processed. They're stuck in hotels. They can't move out. They can't move out of those hotels. There's nowhere for them to go. They can't be moved into refugee status because they have to be processed first, so they can't work. Labour could try and change some of the rules. They're going to receive a lot of criticism from the far right, of course, like Farage and maybe with the remnants of the Conservative Party. So it's a really difficult issue to deal with. So he has a huge backlog of people to be processed. He has to continue maybe this narrative of we need to reduce the numbers, immigration is a negative thing. I disagree with that, but this seems to be the political approach to all of this. And at the same time, he has to move people into positions where, you know, they can't stay in hotels, they can't stay on the baby Stockholm, they can't stay in emergency accommodation. They have to be moved out of that. You know, there are so many people who want to stay in Britain, they want to rebuild their lives, they want to contribute, and they can't because of what the Tories have done over the last number of years. So I wish Keir Starmer all the luck in the world over this, but it is going to be extremely difficult. And rhetoric about deterrence doesn't really help. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.